So there's a huge rotation going on under the surface of the market. Small caps are surging. Check this out. So here we are, we're looking at my latest blog post. This is on mapsignals.com. Check it out. There's a link in the description here. But the title is Money is Rushing into Small Cap Stocks. Now, if you guys remember the last video that we did, we talked about how oversold things were. And typically that is a very bullish omen for the market. Well, look at what's happened over the past week. This is the big money index. You guys know that it's been oversold 4 times this year, but notice how it's starting to spike right now. And in fact, it is at levels that we haven't seen in well over a month. Now remember, if the big money index is rising, that means that selling has to be slowing in stocks and buying has to be growing. Now you might be saying, wait a minute, but the indexes, they're not really moving. Well, you'll see exactly what is getting scooped up. So let's keep going, try to make sense of the market. And here we can see under the hood of the BMI, we want to look at the single days of stock buying and selling. We can see that there has been some buying. All right, so these blue bars, that's indicating that stocks are rising, volumes are picking up. And more importantly, these red bars, that's telling you that the selling that we were seeing, all this huge selling, it's starting to slow. So supply and demand is saying that demand is picking up, but where? We got to drill down one more time. And this chart is going to make it very, very easy to see. So check this out. Over the past couple of days last week, okay, this is October 25th and 26th, we were able to see the market cap sizes of what's getting bought and what's getting sold. All right, so just on these 2 days, we had 139 stocks that were getting bought versus 17 getting sold. But the key is it's the small caps that are getting bought, right? So between 500 million and 5 billion market cap, there were 48 stocks that got bought versus 5 getting sold. And then whenever you take it up to 50 billion, you got 66 buys versus 7 sells, okay? Not a lot of action over here in these big mega caps, right? You do see some action here in that 50 to 300 billion, but no question about it, small caps are zooming. So you might be wondering, why are small caps getting a lot of that action right now? Why are they getting bought up? Well, there could be 3 reasons. The first reason might be because they're domestic. A lot of these companies have less international exposure as some of the multinational companies, which, you know, those big multinational companies, they have dollar exposure, right? We know a strong dollar means that their earnings can be impacted overseas. The other reason is we got midterm elections that are coming up, and chances are there might be some shakeup that's going on in the House, even potentially the Senate. That has implications for stock prices. And then the third thing is whenever you look at earnings, there are a number of these small cap companies that are beating and also raising guidance. And you know what? Wall Street likes that because stocks follow earnings. And look, if you like this type of content, it's a great time for me to ask you to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Very unique. We love what we do, and we just want to make you guys better investors. All right, now let's break down the sectors that are seeing some of this buy action. So not only can we dive into market cap like the other charts, we can also look by sector to see where those buy signals are showing up. So here we are, we're looking at just the financial stocks in our data. And these red signals, those are telling you that stocks are getting sold. These blue bars, they're telling you that stocks are getting bought. So as rates continue to rise and the Fed is about to raise rates again, some of these financial companies are impacted in a positive way. And it's not just banks or asset managers, wealth managers, also insurers, right? Because they have big floats and they put that money to work with higher rates and they make more earnings. What else are we starting to see that's getting bought? Well, you guys know I've been very constructive on the energy space literally all year. We're still seeing a lot of buy signals there. That's where the earnings growth has been and continues to be. Where else? Staples, consumer staples, right? No matter what the economy is doing, these are going to be some of the brands and products that we are going to consume every single day. A lot of these companies are reporting very, very solid earnings. Last but not least, the second ranked group in our data is the industrial space. A lot of people aren't talking about industrials. We saw a lot of selling that came late September, early October. Those tend to be good areas to accumulate stocks when you see big selling, right? Now we're starting to see the tide is changing. Big money is going into some of these industrial names. So now you can see why the big money index is starting to ramp. It's because there are small cap names that are getting bid up in a very big way. And that is a huge change from what we've seen over the past couple of weeks. So listen, we're always trying to find the opportunity, and data really helps us visualize that, put it into perspective, even in the most difficult macro environment that we've seen in a number of years. So you guys hang in there and always remember to follow the big money. I'll see you next time.